They're influencers, mobilizers, and climate defenders. And they're using the power of social media to rally a generation of young Africans to take climate action. Meet Trofena Mutoni, Lydia Wanja, and Elizabeth Watuti, 3 young Kenyan women reshaping what environmental leadership looks like today. Their digital communities stretch far beyond their villages and cities, inspiring thousands. With over 100,000 followers on Instagram, Trofena Mutoni might just be one of the world's most famous tree huggers. In 2025, she made history, 72 hours hugging a tree without food or water, a Guinness World Record, and a powerful symbolic protest demanding stronger protection of Kenya's forests.
Tree hugging is therapeutic. So I was just creating awareness about the importance of tree hugging on our mental health. And during that time, January, February last year, we had a lot of mental health crisis reports across the world. And I was thinking this is a time to inspire people and to ask them to come back to nature for healing.
Climate anxiety is widespread among young people. Nearly 60% of youth aged 16 to 25 reported feeling very or extremely worried about climate change in a survey conducted by the medical journal The Lancet. Climate-related PTSD is also increasing as extreme weather intensifies. Trofena, who's also a musician, has lived through her own mental health journey. She believes in the healing power of nature and the importance of preserving it for future generations. Her record-breaking hug became a global moment that inspired millions.
When I was hugging the tree that moment, a lot of people planted trees. Yeah, people had already created events and they were really planting trees, and most importantly, the indigenous trees at that same moment. So it was an awakening.
Her message travelled all the way to the Kenyan State House. President William Ruto appointed her ambassador for the national plan to plant 15 billion trees by 2032. Where Trofena mobilises on the ground, gender and climate justice advocate Lydia Wanja breaks barriers online. As a UNESCO youth delegate, she represented young African women and girls at COP30 in Brazil and at the 7th United Nations Environment Assembly in Kenya. But Lydia knows most African youth don't have access to these restricted spaces, so she makes them accessible for everyone on social media. It's a part of her daily life and a powerful tool.
Social media transcends geographical barriers. By utilizing the social media, I am able to tell them that despite you not being physically present here, you're up to date with what's happening and your voice is also heard. So social media becomes a place for me even to engage with a broader audience that was not here physically present.
For Kenya's fast-growing young population, social media is becoming a crucial space for learning and connecting. Environmental activist Elizabeth Watuti is leveraging its power.
When I started my organization, I remember I was definitely very new on social media, but I chose to capitalize on my social media to purely share about environment and climate change issues. And I just would share because I believe that as much as we are making a difference on the ground, somebody somewhere could also be inspired by the work that we do.
Among the work that Elizabeth shares online is her Green Generation initiative, which brings nature directly into classrooms. She works with school children and rural communities to create green learning spaces, planting fruit tree orchards and food gardens, like this one in the Treeside Special School in Nairobi. As these social media activists gain visibility, the Kenyan government is noticing them.
Social media influencers are really critical. They are, I can say, a great pillar when it comes to climate action, ensuring that there is awareness, creating public awareness, community awareness, and also changing the behavior of Kenyans and ultimately improving impact and outcomes on the ground.
With help from government and civil society, online influence is becoming an effective force. Elizabeth Watuti experienced that reach firsthand in 2022 when one of her videos went viral.
I think my most impactful post, which is also my most impactful point in time of my journey as an environmentalist, was a speech that I delivered at COP26 in Glasgow, which was in front of 119 presidents. And this is a speech that I named Open Your Hearts.
My story will only move you if you can open up your heart. I need to tell you what is happening in my home country. Right now, as we sit comfortably here in this conference center in Glasgow, over 2 million of my fellow Kenyans are facing climate-related starvation.
Last year, Elizabeth was among Time magazine's 100 most influential climate leaders. From hashtags to hard action, Kenya's environmental influencers are helping turn digital voices into real change.